Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my home. Today I'm gonna play around with something really cool. I've been looking at Gemma for quite some time. It's giving some new really cool capabilities and I'm trying to connect it to my smart home. Therefore, I created a simulator that is simulating all the devices in my home and I'm gonna connect it to Gemma and it's gonna be completely offline. So Gemma being multi-modal, I can work with text, I can work with vision. So I'm really excited to show you around what it came up with. And hopefully next episode we're going to connect it to actual home and start putting the real intelligence in what my smart home is able to do. Can't wait for it. Let's have a look what Gemma is and how it plugs into the smart home. So let's move into the slides and then I show you the actual demo of how it worked. Really excited to have you here. My name is Conrad. I'm a Google developer expert in the cloud area, and I'm really excited to have you here. Let's crack on. Okay, guys, so let's start. First of all, Gemma. Gemma is the brain of everything we're gonna do today. So it's a multi-modal LLM that can actually understand both text and it can understand the vision. So it understands what it can see in the picture. We're gonna run it all together with YOLO. So YOLO is you only look once model. It's a vision AI that is much faster than Gemma, but it only detects the object. So it doesn't understand the context of what is happening, but it can detect and send over the image back to Gemma to analyze, which is a perfect match, isn't it, right? We can quickly detect something and then we can show what is actually happening in that picture. All this is going to run on my Jetson AGX O-ring, 64 gigs of RAM, which is pretty cool. I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff in there because it's capable of running a lot of AI. So we're going to put in there, we're going to build this application in here and kick it off so we can start recognizing what is actually happening around our house. Okay. Gemma is really cool. It can use tools, it can call tools, so it will be able actually to interact with my smart home simulation where I can change different devices state, I can do certain actions, and most important is that it actually understands what I'm talking to it and it changes it into the usage of tools. So I don't need to just run a command or something like that. And it works all offline, right? So you don't need any internet connectivity. This intelligence is sitting inside your home. Nothing goes outside. You have full privacy of what you're talking about to Gemma. So this is amazing. Now we have all the intelligence sitting inside our home without having to connect to internet and without burning any tokens. So basically you just pay for powering this system, but you don't actually have to pay for any token, right? Okay. We added a few couple of things to the Gemma. We added the facts so it can remember stuff that we talked to it. Obviously, you can play around with memory like mem0, or you can add other software that will just help you out to remember this stuff. But today we're going to just show you how you put it into the context and how Gemma is going to work with it. It also creates automation for us, so it can trigger stuff outside of the LLMs without having to burn the cycle. So it's able to actually create a scheduled task, for example, for us. Okay, it's very efficient. It remembers the relevant facts. It creates automation, and there are some time rules, as I said, that can be triggered. Okay, as I was saying, the camera frames, we can grab the camera frames, YOLO with detect whether there is something we might be interested in, then it will turn it into Gemma. Gemma will understand the context, interpret that, and also Gemma can act based on the automation scenarios we told it. So I'll show you a very simple use case on delivery. So I'm not going to be home today, and there's going to be a delivery done to my house. And I want to inform my father that this delivery is there, so he can probably come around and pick it up. Yeah, so I could detect people with YOLO, but would YOLO understand that there is actual delivery? Probably yes. You would need to fine tune it for that, which we might have a look at in another episode. But with Gemma, we have instant intelligence that can actually tell that in the picture we have a delivery guy putting a package in front of our door. Well, let's see how it works. Okay, so here we are. We are in this smart home application that we created. Is basically a simulator. So it's simulating what things like Home Assistant does. The most important thing for us is that it actually has an API that we can connect to. We can create the tools, and Gemma can call those tools while we talk to it in the natural language, which is really important. So as you can see, we have temperatures from every room. We have some devices in each of the room. Now we're in the living room, so we have the lights, we have the blinds, we have the thermostat. So we can actually start now talking to Gemma, and Gemma will have the tools to actually execute the operation we want. So if we start, for example, we want to turn all the lights. So let's try with that. Could you please turn on all the lights in my house?
Right away. Just a moment while I handle that.
Yeah, so Gemma just picked it up.
I've turned on all the lights in the house for you.
Yeah, and we can see there is really cool result. The lights have been turned on right now. And what if I want to turn lights off in a single room? So it should understand. Could you please turn off the lights in the living room?
Sure thing. Give me a few seconds.
And there we go. It already turned off the lights. It's just waiting to give me the feedback. But as you can see,
turned off
it
the
works.
Lights in the living room.
It works pretty fast. I'm also doing some troubleshooting in here, so you can actually see how long the request is taking in case you have a problem that the return is pretty slow. Then you can check it here. Okay, so that's one thing we can do. What if I want to turn off the lights in I'm going to sleep and I want to turn it in 5 minutes because I will go to sleep and maybe I like to fall asleep with the lights on. Well, I'm a weird guy. So let's check if that is possible. We will speed it up a little bit so we can actually see the effects. Okay, can you schedule turning off all the lights in my house in 20 seconds, please?
Sure thing. Give me a few seconds.
Okay, again, it's thinking and hopefully it will create automation for us.
I've scheduled all the lights to turn off in 20 seconds.
Okay, awesome. So if we go to the automation, we can see that there is a schedule and hopefully we will have all the lights turned off in 10 seconds. Let's keep fingers crossed. There we go. The automation has been triggered. And now we can see all the lights are off. Yeah, how amazing is this? So one of the things that I have added to it, there's the facts. So this actually understand my habits, and it will be learning as we go what I like. So for example, it knows that grandma prefers a temperature of 19 degrees. So let's try to check out if it will remember that. Okay. The grandma is coming to visit me. Can you please set up the temperature in all the rooms so it fits her favorite temperature, please?
I'm on it. Back to you shortly. I've set the temperature in all rooms to 19 degrees for your grandma.
How amazing is that? So it will actually remember what I like. It will remember the facts about my life, and it will put this into the context when I'm asking it, and it will remember those temperatures, right? So we can actually add that. I can add another one. So my grandfather is coming to visit me in future. Please remember that his favorite temperature is 21 degrees.
Right away. Just a moment while I handle that. I've noted that your grandfather's favorite temperature is 21 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so I don't actually need to go and talk to the facts and put it directly the facts. I can talk to Gemma and Gemma will just remember it. So then when I ask it again, it will just set the temperature, or will it set the ambient to the scene that I really want to have. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we just learned we can use Gemma to control our house using tools. And you can actually create MCP server as well. So your Gemma will talk to your smart home system using MCP. So it will be even better. It will be able to discover the tools. It's going to get even more smarter, right? Maybe we should do that in one of the next episodes. So this is really good. Now there's something that I'm even more excited about. So cameras. This is where the intelligence comes in place. So we have those cameras that are basically running 24/7 and they're just recording stuff. The intelligence that we are bringing into that, the AI, is YOLO model. The YOLO model is constantly looking at the camera, at the video, and it's checking whether the particular object is detected, right? But it doesn't have any more intelligence. You need to put some more intelligence there to calculate how many people are there, but you can't really find the context. So what we have done here, we have added an automation, and this automation is basically checking whether there is actually a delivery guy coming and putting the package in front of our door. So basically the YOLO will be detecting people, and when it detects people, it will send it to Gemma to understand if it matches the scenarios. So here we are generating a random image, and now you can see that YOLO basically detected a person. Well, it didn't detect the person, sorry. It did not detect the person. Nothing is happening, so nothing to check, nothing to set to Gemma, right? We can now generate a delivery image. So basically I'm simulating it here. So I'm just sending a picture to YOLO, which that's how the camera would work. It's just sending a snapshot, a picture. YOLO will pick it up. Yeah, we see that YOLO detected a person and it's sending the picture into Gemma. And what this automation is supposed to do, when a person is detected, then I want the agent to send a message to my father so he knows that this package is there and he can pick it up for me because I'm not at the house and it is something very expensive. I don't want this to be lost somehow. So as you see, now the picture is being analyzed by Gemma from YOLO. YOLO sent this picture already. And once this analysis is done, it will find out whether we have the package. Yep. So this basically had identified. So what Gemma identified is that there is a man in a blue uniform. Well, it's picking up a package from the front part. So, well, it's not great, right? So probably we can add some more system prompt to it that it will understand better the picture, or it will interpret the picture a little bit better. Or it can have multiple pictures, but basically it works, right? So we have the message that the package has arrived. It was sent to my father, so he knows right now that the package is already there and it can be picked up. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm really excited about today's demo. I really enjoyed playing around with it. Hopefully you also have some nice use cases you can share with me in the comments below. Play around with it and let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.